Cool. You must be Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson. I'm Henry Carruthers, the stage manager. Inspector Lestrade told me you might want to look around the place. Feel free. I'm afraid we can't be of much help. Poor Sarah. Is that the girl who witnessed the incident? Yes, her name is Sheila Parker. She was in a dreadful state earlier, fainted dead away. As you can see, she's still very upset. I doubt she'll be able to answer any questions just yet. Okie dokie. Well, we can try. Let's talk to Henry Carruthers. What is the problem with that door, Mr. Carruthers? Which is to say, what are you doing? The plate is broken. I'm attempting to repair it, but I'm afraid it's quite beyond me. I'll probably have to hire a locksmith to do the work. Who forced this door? Inspector Lestrade thinks it was the Ripper. He says that the Ripper broke in here and dragged Sarah out into the alley to murder her. Do you think that's what happened, Mr. Holmes? Let's see. Yeah, we can talk bad about the inspector. The inspector has many fine qualities, but he is overly fond of theatrics. It is clear that the murderer did not attack Miss Carraway here in this room. What is your evidence of that, Mr. Holmes? Let's see, the location of the woman's hat? Yes. The location of the woman's hat. Exactly what I thought, Mr. Holmes. She wouldn't have had her hat unless she was going out through the back door. That means the Ripper must have broken in during the performance and then went back outside to wait for her. I can't see anything is missing, though. Do you know of anyone who might have harbored a grudge towards Miss Carraway, a rival, or jilted lover, or perhaps an obsessive admirer? Certainly not. I can't imagine why anyone would want to harm her. She wasn't the greatest actress, but she was popular in a way, and sweet. Though now that you mention it, there was a young fellow who was asking about her a short time back. He seemed rather suspicious. What was suspicious about him? I found him hanging about in the alley. He asked if Sarah worked here. I offered to take a message, but he refused to leave his name or his reason for calling. He was just a lad, no more than 17, but bright-eyed and very single-minded. He didn't want to see Sarah so much as he wanted her address. That is suspicious. Did you give it to him? What do you take me for, sir? I don't go handing my girls over to any dimwit who just happens by, thank you. My refusal didn't seem to bother him at all, though. He just smiled and thanked me for my time. Pretty as you please. Then he said if I changed my mind, he'd make it worth my while, and that I could leave a message for him at the Moon Gate. Whatever that means. Oh, we have another cat getting into stuff. Have you recalled any details that might assist my investigation? I think I've told you everything I know. Right. So, let's examine the door latch. The door latch has been scratched and bent by what appears to have been a jemmy of poor quality. The scratches are shiny, so it's likely that the door has been forced open within the past 24 hours. Cool. Alright, so we have to figure out why the door was forced. That's certainly interesting. Dressing screen, oriental silk, blah blah blah, nothing of interest. Let's look at the wardrobe. Done. Oh. So, all we can do... Oh, here we go. The shelves have been ripped out and it contains costumes used by the theater. The sleeves and pockets are turned inside out. The overall... it has been ransacked. Okay. So somebody has been going through here. Interesting. Let's look at the flowers. These are pink carnations, dark red veins in the petals. Whatever. However, analysis of these blooms might prove useful. Alright, so we can find out where the flowers came from if we analyze them. Pick up flowers. Okay, great, got one. Picked up flowers. A handwritten card. The note reads, Dear Sarah, what's in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Oh, how original. A secret admirer. This misquote from Romeo and Juliet is, strangely, a product of a feminine right hand with the unusual habit of dotting I's with tiny hearts. Let's take it. Okay, anything else? Chest of drawers. The chest is closed and locked. There are scratches in the wood around the lock deep enough to suggest that it has been forced open more than once. Interesting. Are we able to open it? No, it is locked. Let's ask Henry Carruthers to open it for us. Do you have the key to that chest of drawers? No, my master key only opens the doors. Sarah is the only one who had the key to that chest. I think she had a spare, but I don't know where she kept it. Alright, we have to locate that spare key. Anything interesting about this chair? Nope. What else we got? Can't look out the window. Mirror. Nothing out of the ordinary. Sheila Parker. Ooh, pictures. Let's talk to Sheila Parker. Miss Parker, I'm sorry to trouble you. Do you think you could bring yourself to describe what you saw? I saw Sarah lying there. Oh, it's all so horrible. I can't bear to think about it. She seems near hysterical, Holmes, and rightly so. I doubt she will be of much help in her current condition. Quite right, quite right. Okay, so there is nothing else we can do here. Let us take our leave. Holmes, if you'd like to question Miss Parker before we leave, I have a sedative that might calm her. Why didn't you say so earlier? What does this room tell you of the victim? The portraits of actors from the past suggest that she was comfortable and happy in her profession. Judging by the flowers and perfume, I'd say that she was more liked than despised. Watson, do you have anything that might calm Miss Parker? We might as well have the benefit of her testimony, meager though Lestrade claims it to be. Yes, Holmes, I'm carrying a potent sedative. A small dose should do the trick. Try giving her this. Awesome. It's probably like cocaine or something. I don't know. They did hard drugs back then. Thank you, sir. I feel better, but much like I'm swimming underwater. I think I can answer your questions now, if my tongue will obey my brain. All right. Miss Parker, do you now think you might tell us what you saw of this terrible murder? I saw Sarah lying there dead. Blood was everywhere, but especially by her head. I could see her insides. A man in a cloak was running off into the street, but I didn't get no good look at him. I didn't see no more than that, sir, honest. I just run in here and fainted, I guess. Next thing I know, Mr. Carruthers is waving his coat in my face. Do you know any of her friends or relatives? No, sir, not personally. I didn't even know Sarah very well. But about a week ago, Sarah's got this pendant. Big, ugly thing it was, too. She said it was from her sister. I believe her name is Anna or Hannah. But I don't know where she lives. By the way, how's my female British voice? Do you know this secret admirer, the person who gave her these flowers?
No, and neither did Sarah. She never was one to appreciate gifts from strangers, but she liked these that she decided to keep them. Just tonight she told me I could throw them out if I had a mind to. Now the inspector has told me not to touch anything until he completes his investigation. How am I supposed to get dressed?
Can we talk to you anymore? What was your relationship to Miss Carroway?
I was her understudy. We were performing the play, The Loves of Hattie Hill, and Sarah was the lead. I played Beth, the servant girl, but I understudied the lead in case... Oh, I can't bear to think about it.
Do you know anyone who could be responsible for this brutal attack?
I didn't know anyone on earth could do such a thing as what was done to her. Now I know there's monsters in the world for certain, but I can't believe they are friends of mine, or Sarah's for that matter.
Can you direct me to anyone who might help me learn more about Miss Carroway?
Cat, well, if you went back on my lap, why'd you get down?
Alright.
No, sir, I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't know her very well. She was very protective of her personal life.
Awesome. Anything else? No, can't say anything else to her. What about Henry? Have we covered everything? Yep. Alright. Watson. This woman's distress appears to be genuine, Watson. As a professional observer, what would you say her behavior is? Would you say that her behavior is that of a person who has suffered a terrible shock? She is certainly within what I would call the credible emotional range of such a person. I believe her response to be authentic, though the woman is an actress, and you yourself, Holmes, have fooled me countless times with your own sham performances.
Cat, please do not bite on the cables.
What else? Nope, that's it. Alright, now we can leave. I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes, the bolt has jammed in the lock. Until I can pry it loose or replace the spring mechanism, you won't be able to use the door. Well, great. We're trapped. Oh, what's this? Hang on. Spring. This is a steel spring attached to a small, square mass of solid brass, so that's part of the door. Alright. Let's give that... Oh, come on. Give spring to Henry. I believe this spring may be helpful in repairing the lock. Why, yes, thank you. I believe that is just the piece I need. I'll have this finished in a moment, if my fingers don't fail me. Great. Now can we leave? Thank you. Alright. Got that finished. I think we should leave. Alright, ooh, we got a new place. We can go to Sarah Carroway's flat, or we can go back to 221 B Baker Street and examine the flower, which is what I intend to do. Let's go inside. Alright, so let's go to the chemical analysis table. Hold up. What am I doing? Use flower on lab table. Sometimes it takes like 4 or 5 clicks before the emulator actually registers. Alright. A flask oil wick burner. Microscope. How do I do this? Matches. Pick up matches. Use flour on flask. It is necessary to establish the direction of the chemical analysis. Use the microscope first. Okay, sorry. Use flour on microscope. What have we got here? Determining cause of petal discoloration. The petal is artificially dyed. We already know that. Use flour on flask. Oh. Use matches. There we go. Now we can use the flour on the flask. Adding nitric acid to warm water bath. Great. Adding silver nitrate. I don't know what any of this does. Adding ground flour petal to solution. A yellow precipitate indicates iodine. Okay. The dye used must have an iodine base. That's good to know. Can we do anything else? Whoa. Wait, what's happening? Oh, the cat's pressing the space bar. Cat. Get off that. Alright. Use lab table. Use powdery specimen. Can't do that. Okay. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not even sure if I completed the flower thing. Alright, come on. Let's leave. Oh, I guess we'll go visit Sarah Caraway's flat.